Sister Other Halves. Why Kody and Robyn humiliated Meri with s'mores stunt. Kody Brown eventually tried to have a sweet moment with Meri and Sister Better Halves. Meri became in the end humiliated by way of Kody's reluctance to present her a s'more. Kody Brown has one in all fact TV's most complex relationship dynamics as he struggles to maintain all four of his spouses, satisfied in Sister Other Halves, but a recent s'mores moment highlighted the awkwardness in the celebrity's plural marriage. Whilst Kody first provided Meri a screeder he crafted himself, the patriarch regarded to reveal some affection for his first spouse, however of direction, there may be greater to the polygamist's type gesture than meets the attention. From Robyn's calculated role to Kody continuing to overlook his first three wives, right here is why the s'mores incident grew to become out to be an embarrassing second for Meri. The Brown circle of relatives has faced many intimidating boundaries at some stage in their decade-spanning run in Sister Other Halves, but season 16 unearths Kody and his spouses at the most divided they have been. The primary purpose why the Brown extended family is presently strolling into hassle is their disparate responses to the coronavirus pandemic. Kody and Robyn were adamant about retaining the diverse corporations of families aside to save you a splendid spreader state of affairs. Meri, Janelle, and Christine had been opposed to Kody and Robyn's COVID plan as it stored the polygamist patriarch away from most of his better halves and youngsters for prolonged durations. Alas, Sister Other Halves stars and viewers can see through Kody's half-hearted attempts to make all of his spouse's experience cherished. In a recent episode, the Brown circle of relatives hosted a barbecue, one of the few out-of-doors activities the reality TV family can participate in collectively. At the same time as there has been nonetheless anxiety among the separated forged individuals, Kody regarded to act as a peacemaker whilst he introduced a screeder to Meri. Kody and his first spouse have confessed their relationship is void of passion, so any small step in the right path goes a long manner for Meri. Alas, Meri observed that Kody's s'more wasn't as noble of a gesture because the patriarch conveyed it to be. After the truth, Meri shared that she overheard Robyn inform Kody to make a s'more for her. At the same time as Meri became nevertheless glad that Kody went along with Robyn's request, it additionally left the fact-famous person in an extraordinary position. Through telling Kody to help Meri, Robyn reaffirmed that she's still their husband's preferred. Robyn is routinely accused of producing moments in sister wives to make herself appearance better or to make her fellow sister wives look worse. If Meri hadn't overheard Robyn inform Kody to make Meri a screeder, the first spouse might not have known her husband was prompted. Regardless, the most apparent purpose why the sexter debacle is embarrassing for Meri is that Kody couldn't think to do a small act of kindness on his own. Kody is so used to simplest wooing Robyn, it's not natural for the big name to show affection for his first trio of other halves. Kody's consistent lack of effort is obvious in Meri's admission that she doesn't even care. Robyn advised Kody to make her a screeder. In bleak opposition to romance, Meri was happy with the patriarch installing minimum effort. Kody might have thought he turned into being considerate in his s'more supplying, however Meri's response proves the patriarch offers his first spouse's happiness little notion. From Robyn's controlling presence in the pair's marriage to Kody's reluctance to do something for his original partner, Meri's greater popularity became out to be extra embarrassing than uplifting. Seeing via Kody's vulnerable romantic enterprise, Meri exhibited the distance between the sister wives' stars. Change